Hey guys, it's been so long. I missed you guys. Oh man, I had a really crazy year. And yeah, I've been getting so many requests from you guys, from the subscribers, from the K-pop fans, and all the producers out there to make more freaking tutorials. And I am back, guys. It's been like a burden. I was like, oh man, I gotta make more tutorials for production especially. And yeah, I was just so busy traveling everywhere around the world for like a year, honestly. So I didn't get to do much, but here I am, guys, back with some more stuff, and I have some good stuff to show you guys. I'm so ready to show you guys my beat that I'm gonna do a tutorial with. Check it out. Okay, this is not okay, it's not like a whole lot of track. Usually when you're thinking about tracks, it goes from like anywhere from 60 to 80. This one, I don't know, like probably like 40 to 50. So it's not a huge one, but check it out. Yo, ready for this? Hey. Alright, let's listen to the beat. So this is like the verse. Little variation. Yeah. So back to like the main section and like a short pre leading up to the chorus. So this is the chorus, and then it goes to a different section here, a little more melodic. And then verse 2, a little bit different in the rhythmic section there, right? And then goes back to the main line. Yep. But I'm gonna spare you guys from listening to the whole song because it gets boring, right? Okay, I'm gonna go to the bridge here. And then the B section of the bridge, more rhythm and more melody too. And then post bridge, just keep it simple with that melody flute line. Going back to, yeah. All right, so let's break it down from beginning, shall we? This song actually has a lot of loops, and integrating loop with like your own sound, with your own synth, with your own stuff, it's actually very important. And I've learned throughout the years of making K-pop that you can't just, there are people out there saying like, oh, don't use loops, just use, just be original. And then other people are like, using loops all the time, not knowing how to play, not knowing what fresh new ideas to bring that is your own. But for me, you gotta go with both. It's the most it's the best way to go about it. So let's go from beginning. So this song has two main things. So obviously this loop here, that is so annoying and so addicting, right? I love it. And this is kind of where I got inspired. But obviously, this is a loop and you don't want to just keep it the same with just this. So I have this flute line. And I like chopped it so that it will fit well with the main addiction arpeggio line together with a kick with the sub. So these three are actually, to me, the main elements. Okay, the flute, which is like the top line, loop that keeps the melody going, it like drives, it's like an addicting driving melody like arpeggio, and kick with the sub that keeps it in the low end. So these are the three main ideas, and you see how I play around with these three ideas and make variations. Okay, so this part, I don't know if you guys played the game PUBG, but I used to play a few years ago, and there was this gun called M24, and that's where I got the idea. And M24, it has a really loud banging sound when you shoot. It's like a sniper gun, and that's why I got inspired to make like a gun sound, you know. So making cool rolls like fills is very important. So I'm starting with this too, and then here I'm ending it with the gun. And guys, like, it looks easy, but to get the right sound, to try to make it fit well, to, you know, to mess with the sound, and look at this, like, even just using this one gun sound without any of these, it just sounded so boring like that. So I had to fill it up with like the bass plugin, compressors, obviously reverb is very important, limiter, and I've EQ'd it. Right? You gotta make it like hit you in the chest. And then, so this is the verse. So what is different about this verse? It has this loop. And as you guys can hear, it doesn't have the low end. Why? Check this out. So if I take out the EQ, it has a lot of low. The reason why I'm taking a lot of lows off is because I'm combining with this kick right here, because this guy is super low. Right? This guy's so low. And you can't have two of the lows together. They're gonna fight. They're like the two alphas, you know? You can't have two males, lions, in a lion herd. They're gonna get into a fight. Alright? So if, let's say I were to not have the EQ and have both of the lows. Let's see how it sounds together. Let's see how two lions live together. It's not bad, but I don't know if you have like the mixing ear, the low end clashes and it kind of distorts, which is why I'm putting this low filter. Yep. And let's go on. And I'm adding snare. You could use like snare, I mean the hi-hat loops, but here I made it my own. I just sometimes have specific rhythms that I want to bring. Yeah. So next section here, what's being introduced? Main guy is this, obviously you can hear it. And again, another like addictive sound of source that is adding to the flavor. SM does a lot of this. NCT, EXO, you know. This kind of reminds me of, what is that song? Obsession? Yeah, I think so. I want you, I want you, I want you. You know, that kind of feel, like it keeps repeating. And notice that I don't even have any melodic line here, which I'm totally fine with sometimes, you know. It's kind of cool to sometimes have the bass, but it take it off. It gives a different flavor. And then back again. The new element that is being added here is this vocal guy. It's like chicken vocal or something, right? Alright, let's go on. I'm taking out everything, making a super bare. Like little sections like this, it might sound like it's kind of empty, but to the top liners' ears, they get excited about this kind of section because they're like, oh shoot, they're making me shine. Music's off, I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna be like a cool idea in this section, you know? So I'm leaving room for the top liner to feel free to be creative. And there you go. Boom. Everything drops. I'm gonna just have you guys listen to the rhythm section here. Together with kick and the sub. I love that percussion loop right here. It's just so like it's like modern. It's like it's got that Foley sound. You see what I mean? I love that stuff. It just makes me excited about a new flavor of rhythm. Again, with the main arpeggio line and flute together. What's that sound? Yeah, there you go. So this guy is a texture. You see how like I'm not using that many instruments. It's only like, I don't know, like 7 of them, but it sounds super full already because you have everything that you need. You have the kick and the sub. You have the snare. You have the hi-hats. You have the arpeggio. You have the flute line. And you have the texture. So it's just stacked strategically to make it sound full. And then what happens next? See how different this section is? Like, I didn't want to give away something too melodic yet, because I'm imagining in the first chorus section to be more like a, I don't know, more chanty top line, going to more melodic top line to the second section. So what changes? It's all the melodic elements. So for example, how did I make the bass change pitch? Well, listen to the bass. You know how it changes? Here it was just one line, right? I'm just messing with the audio. So I'm changing the pitch from, you see how here it transpose, it says, well, by the way, this is Cubase. But every, like, you know, DAW has different ways of manipulating the sound and changing the pitch. So here's like transpose +1, and it's -1, and it's like -2, -1 again, you know? So I'm making like a chord progression out of this that goes with, listen to this pass sound. Yeah, but for this kind of stuff though, you honestly have to know music theory. Like, it's so hard for me to try to explain to you what I did here unless you know chord progressions. And in this case, it's a little more chord progression. It's a little more advanced chord progression because you're going on a minor scale and going down. Like, what key am I? Yeah. This kind of chord progression, you know? I need to do a tutorial on that. Stay tuned. I'll be back with some of that stuff too. And I have this. There's a lot of vocals going on. Like, listen to all the vocals. Yeah. A lot of vocals. I love this guy. This guy. It's like a monk in Georgia screaming after fasting 5 days because he's so hungry. That's how it feels to me. I love that feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so let's go on to the bridge section. Bridge always to me is interesting. And a lot of times when I make songs, I make my bridges fit to SM style. Why? Because SM is one of the most leading labels with leading groups out there, like NCT, EXO, and what's that new aespa, you know? So I love to make different interesting chord progression. And this is very different from the other section because it has a completely different chord progression and it's very singable. And it's not like as dark anymore. I want to give a good contrast. Okay, so what did I do? Rhythm section wise, not much going on. I'm just gonna skip the drums in the beginning, but chord progression. Very different, right? And I'm bringing like, what synth am I using? Probably, oh yeah, so here I'm using Omnisphere Supercell Sensation 2 sound, and here massive sound. Wow, I used massive 1. Shoo. Okay, there's massive 2 by the way. And from here, adding even more layers. With the 808s and like building up. I think one of the coolest element that I've added here is this. What is this? It's like arpeggio, but I have one note, but it's playing all that arpeggio, right? It's because I'm playing from this Nexus. So you just have to see what fits to you. And this one was really cool, so I used it, but look at the way I manipulated the sounds. So this sounds with all the plugins. See how boring that sounds? It's just not very 2022 sound. That's about Nexus if you're using that plugin. It's got really cool stuff and it's very pop friendly, but you gotta work with the sound to make it fit to 2020. So how did I do that? With echo. And oh, whoa, yeah. I've used a whole bunch of effects here from Sound Toys. From here, if I take out these guys, so it's like plugin within plugin type of thing, right? Adding this, it's gonna crush it. And adding the decapitator, it's gonna crush it even more, but they both got like two distinct distortion sounds, so that's why I'm using both of them. And then tremor later. It's making it bounce more. And crystallizer, just more ambient. And I've also panned the left and right. Alright. And finally, I've added a bunch of high cut and low cut. And together, let's hear it. Yeah, I love that sound. It's like subtle stuff, but that's what makes a difference. Yeah, you can imagine, right? Like, again, I'm leaving room for the top line. I don't know. Something like... You know, something like low tone voice that can work well with like NCT style, you know? And then... Again. Okay. We're nearing the end. And I have a cool trick that I used at the very end I want to show you. So after the last section, here's how I'm ending the flute. Oh, it's not the flute. The arpeggio. Oh, I love that. Oh, shoot. Okay. What did I do? I brought these chops left and right. See here, left 71, and here right all the way, and bunch of effects. And but the main guy is this guy. This guy is making all the effects for me. Yeah, I've like automated the panning, so the panning goes from left and right and even more to the left and right, but also I've shifted the pitch here. You can see how you're -12, and then this one like transpose octave higher. So yeah, this is it, guys. So what do you guys think? Did you guys like the beat? Is there anything that stood out to you guys? Every song has their own flavor, and to me, I was just very inspired to start with this loop. And when I heard this flute and I made it work together, it was just so inspiring. You know, that's how I just built the whole song around it. So yeah, I would love to know your thoughts, guys. And to all the producers out there, and especially the ones that are learning right now to make it more into the K-pop industry, guys, I just want to say, keep going, guys. Keep going. You're gonna make it. Keep working on your skills. Skill is the most important thing at the end of the day. And put your heart into your song, okay? And yeah, what's the worst thing that can happen, guys? The worst thing is that you're gonna learn so much by making all these songs, and you're gonna grow and be better at what you're producing. So guys, I encourage you today, keep working hard. I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye.